Today, boys and girls, we're going to be talking about the elements of art. You have line, shape, color, form, space, texture, and value. Your activity for today will be for you to create a little square like this. I call this my elements map. Okay, it's my little map. You're going to create an elements map, and you are going to put an example of each element inside the triangle space. Okay, the triangular shaped space. So for example, you see here with line, I put all kinds of lines there. Shape, I put all kinds of shapes. I put geometric and organic shapes. I put the colors of the rainbow where color is. In form, I actually drew some three-dimensional shapes. I also put a letter there. Space, remember when we were talking about positive and negative space? So I just created a small design that fit inside of that little triangle. Texture, now this one, you can either cut up paper and create the texture and paste it in the section, or you can create implied texture. And if you remember, implied texture is when something looks like it feels a certain way. So in this example, I actually drew mine out. Value is the lightness and darkness of a color. So notice how I started out with orange and it got darker and it turned to red. Here in this section where the elements of art are, I just wrote out all 7 elements in that one area. So you can use this as a little map to help you remember the 7 elements. Also, you are going to put your own designs inside of each section. But before we do that, I'm going to show you how to create the square. So grab a sheet of paper. Alright, so you're going to take your top left corner and you're going to pull it down to the edge, to that lower edge, and make it nice and straight across. Alright, you got it nice and straight across, go ahead and press it. Right, then you're going to take your pencil and place it up against the edge to make a line, so you'll know where to cut. So I'm just going to grab my big girl scissors here and cut where my line is. Now, if I'm going too fast, remember you can pause this video. Keep your scrap, don't throw it away, because you can use the edge of it if you don't have a ruler. Alright, so we already have a line here, so we can go ahead and fold it the other way to make another line going the opposite way. So when we open our paper, it's going to be like an X. Alright, so I have a line here and a line here. Now I'm going to fold my paper in half, and that's going to make a line straight down the middle, a vertical line straight down the middle. Alright, so I got 2 diagonal lines and I have a vertical line. Next I'm going to make a horizontal line. So I'm going to fold my paper this way, and that's going to create the horizontal line that we need. Alright, see how I did it? I don't know if you can really see my lines. So now I'm going to have 8 sections on my paper. Now I'm going to use either a ruler or the edge of something. Could be the edge of a piece of paper or a book. I'm actually going to grab a ruler and do mine that way. Alright. I'm also going to grab a Sharpie to draw my lines with. Now you can use a pencil in case you have to erase, but I'm going to use a Sharpie. And remember, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video. Alright, so I'm going to draw a line this way. Everywhere where I had a crease, I'm going to draw a line. And if you don't get them straight, it's okay. Draw a line that way. I'm not really in the center, but that's okay. Just trying to get it so y'all can see. All right. And we're going to make another diagonal line the other way, the opposite way. Last one. Doesn't look like I'm completely in the center, but that's okay. Just keep going. Just keep going. Don't give up. Just keep going. If it's a little crooked, it's okay. Alright. So now I have my 8 sections. The next thing I'm going to do is make my little tags on the end. So I'm not going to start here at the very top. I'm going to start where my line is, and I'm going to end where my line is. Alright, like that. Do the same thing on this side. I'm going to start where the line is, and I'm going to end where the line is. Right. And the last one. Well, this isn't the last one. Next to the last one. Start where the line is, end where the line is. Right, and this is the last one. Start where the line is, end where the line is. Alright, so now I have my 8 sections. I'm going to write the elements of art. In one section, and of course you can write it however you want, and then I'm going to go around and write in each element. So that's line, and you can make your letters however you want, shape, color, form. So remember, a form is something that is 3-dimensional, or it looks 3-dimensional. Space, texture, and value. Alright, so now that I have my little map written out, just like I did with this one, we're going to come up with some ideas in reference to each element. Okay, again, here I have some examples of lines, I have some examples of shapes, colors, form. I drew little boxes. But if you want to put something else there, that's okay. Space, I got positive and negative. I also show some perspective by creating a small area that goes into a large area. It's just an idea I came up with, something simple. You got texture. Again, this is implied. If you want to cut some little pieces and glue them down like that so you can feel the texture, that's fine. Value is the lightness and darkness of a color. So I have an orange, and then I have a value of orange. It gets to be red orange. Alright? So there you have it. I'm not going to give you any examples. This is where your imagination comes in when you're thinking about those elements. What can you put in each little section? Have a good time. Bye now.